Thanks for joining me back. I have a new guest with me, Shelly Henderson. You saw us earlier when we played our game. Now we get to dive into her life and her stories a little bit. Shelly actually has a really crazy experience that happened to her. I begged her to share it on TV, and she was like, okay. So we are going to hear. I'm so excited. So why don't you give us some background into this event?
Well, I went to school at a little bitty non-denominational Christian school in the middle of nowhere. But it was in the middle of oil country.
Yes.
So we had a lot of semis and just a lot of people coming and going. And our school was situated right by an intersection. So the road intersection went this way, and there was a highway, and then our school was right here.
Is it a busy intersection?
Yeah, they actually counted 400 semis for like a 30-minute time frame.
Eesh.
Coming and going through it. The teachers used to take little clickers out there and count the semis.
That's what you do when you live in North Dakota.
Well, and you can hear the Jake brakes from a mile away.
Eesh.
But that's another story.
Sorry.
But so there was actually a lady who she was coming back from giving Bible studies, and she turned off at the intersection, and she didn't look to the right when she pulled onto the road, and a semi actually hit her car. And when the semi hit her car, his cruise control got jammed basically at 65 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh.
And so when he came off the road, he took the hill right in front of our school, and then he drove through our school. So I was either a freshman or a sophomore. I think I was a freshman.
Yeah.
But there was a school bus and a pickup truck, and he nicked the school bus, which altered his course of travel by, it was just a little bit.
Yeah.
But then he hit the pickup truck, and so he actually spun the truck, and it came into the school first.
Oh
so there was actually probably about 25, 30 of us in the actual room that he drove through. And so I was sitting so I could see out the window.
Yeah.
And I saw like this metallic flash through the window, and then I just heard this awful sound. And everyone thought for a second that either, because the FedEx guy had just been there, so everybody thought that the FedEx guy had either backed into the school or that he had accidentally delivered a bomb.
Oh.
It was
Accidentally.
loud.
Jeez.
It was so loud. But
Yeah.
when the pickup came through, it hit the wall, and I was kind of, I guess I was like, if the wall's here, I was kind of sitting probably here facing this way. And then there was a bunch of, there was probably 8 of us around that table. And so one of my friends, she had her back to the wall.
Yeah.
And she told us later that she just saw all of our faces, and she was like, and I just knew it was bad. So I just held onto my sandwich, and then she just started singing "Jesus Loves Me."
Really?
That was how that's how she coped with it.
Oh my gosh.
But the pickup pushed the wall over onto our table.
Yeah.
And then the semi, because the pickup came through first, and the semi went behind it. So if he hadn't have hit the pickup, we actually would have been hit by the semi. So it was actually a good thing that we got hit by the pickup first. But when the pickup spun around and came through, he actually hit a printer, because we had a printer on that wall. And one of my friends, he was really short at the time.
Yeah.
I think he was probably maybe 4'11".
Oh,
maybe.
Wow. Okay, so
And he stood up when he heard the sound, and he got hit in the chest and it was a big old printer. Like one of the big ones, like the big box printers.
Oh my gosh.
And the firefighter told him if he hadn't have stood up, it would have taken his head off.
Was he seriously injured?
Well,
hit him?
He was all right, but he actually had the indentation of the letters tattooed right across his chest.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually you could read it.
He's forever advertising that brand.
Well, hopefully it's healed up by now, but it was there for a while. But the one girl who her back was to the wall, she actually broke the wall because she stood up. She was really tall.
Yeah.
When she stood up, she busted the wall, but I just remember seeing the chair legs get taken by the drywall and pushed.
Gosh.
And it was just crazy because everything just your ears are ringing and you can't see anything because there's so much drywall dust just everywhere. And I remember seeing the fire alarm that used to be on the wall, behind the wall, right in front of my face. And I just remember thinking what is that doing there?
Yeah.
But we all just, we all kind of, we all saw a path to get out. So we followed the path out through the chapel doors, and we all got out, outside. But if you look at the pictures, our table is actually under the semi. and none of us know how it got there.
Yeah.
And there's no path.
So
There's no path.
so you
And
didn't-
but all of us saw it. All of us saw it. And all of us had like really bad bruises because we got
Yeah.
pushed into the table. But yeah, there was no path when they came back. And there
Oh my gosh.
really wasn't a way that we should have been able to get out
Yeah.
as smoothly as we did.
Because you all went the same way, right?
Yeah, we all went the same way, and it was just kind of a crazy set of little miracles, I guess, because she was actually my teacher at the time. She normally stayed in her classroom, and she always ate lunch in her classroom, and that day she decided that she didn't want to. She decided that she was, going to go sit with the rest of the teachers.
Yeah.
And my sister actually used to take her books into the classroom every day at that time, and she just decided that she didn't want to. And so she left them, and she came down and sat with everybody. But they were just a couple of, they're just little miracles. That it was one big miracle.
Yeah.
And I actually had a foster sister at the time. She came back to get her jacket, and she heard a sound, and when she looked, the semi went about 6 inches in front of her face.
Oh my gosh.
And it was just, there were a bunch of things that should have gone really, really wrong, and none of them did. All of us walked out. I mean, one of my friends she still has like bone bruising. Because she actually got hit by the bumper of the semi. Like, she saw it come through the door and it hit her.
How many years ago was this?
Oh, 7?
7
or
years
8.
and she still has bruising.
Yeah, she still, like, she can't feel the top, like, sensation on her arms or on that leg.
Unbelievable.
But it was just one of those things where God watches out for you more than he should.
Oh my gosh.
But you never forget it.
See, this is why I wanted her to talk about this story. She's so modest, like, oh yeah, I almost died, no biggie. But it's the most crazy story, and I absolutely love when you tell me. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I know you guys wanted to hear more. I wanted to hear more. We're both sad. Okay, we'll get over it. It's fine. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I know, you're just such a pleasure to be around. And thank you guys for sticking around. Tune in next. We're going to have another game with both of my interviewees. Welcome back, everybody. We are now going to play a game. Why are you laughing
I'm excited for the next game.
Well, we're going to play a game.
Good.
I know, called Fill in the Blank. So in our box of mystery, again, trademarked, but not really, where there are cards that have blanks in them. I am going to, or they are, depending on whose turn it is, fill in the blank with something that we think. And they have to try to guess what it is that we are thinking of. It's going to be interesting. It's actually a test of how well they know me. So, no, not really. But I just wanted them to feel the pressure.
These are very inconspicuous.
I'm going to go.
So we're all aware.
Yes. I'm going to go first, actually, because I didn't get to play the last game. And I was, kind of sad. So, I am going to read it out loud. It says, the surgeon said, the man I'm operating on must be a magician. When I reached in to pull out his appendix, I got a blank instead. So you guys have to guess what it is I'm thinking.
Okay, so you have your answer locked in?
Yes.
And we can talk about this. I'm thinking handkerchief.
I was going to say handkerchief or rabbit.
Ooh.
I think it's got to be, because then you just keep pulling it out.
And you can't change your answer,
Ooh,
lady.
I know. These are good ones.
Okay, I like the handkerchief.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we think you pulled out a handkerchief instead.
Okay, so I was actually going to do rabbit, but then I thought it was too typical, so I went the magic wand, the black wand.
I think I'd be a little concerned if somebody
Bummer.
found that.
No,
well, I guess
no,
the
no.
handkerchief would be slightly concerning.
No, magic lives
Especially so
in
much
him.
of it.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, now I'm going to actually keep this so we don't do it. You're going to go next.
Uh-huh.
Let us see what you shall get.
It's the box of
You're always
magical
so
things.
secretive.
The Ritz has fallen on hard times. They just opened a blank.
The Ritz?
Yeah, like that.
Like crackers?
No,
Ritz
it's
crackers? Wait.
The Ritz, isn't it technically a fancy motel gig place?
Oh wow, that shows how cultured I am.
Okay, so they just opened a what?
Okay, do you have your answer?
Yes.
Okay, I got mine. Oh wait, I should tell you.
Well, no, you two should decide.
What are you thinking?
I think donut shop solely because I know you work at a donut shop. And so that would be the first thing that would come to your head. That's what I'm going to guess.
I think it might be hotel.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, what is it?
A karaoke bar.
What?
Okay, well, yours is more in tune with karaoke.
This is how close we are to get like our friendship.
Okay, let's see.
I feel like you're gonna get a really good one.
School of blank.
Okay, I think it's Rock, like the movie School of Rock.
It's either Rock or School of Hard Knocks.
Ooh.
But I think it's gonna be School of Rock.
Okay. We didn't even ask to see if she had her answers.
No, we just kind of went for it.
Whoops. Okay.
School of children, just to throw you off.
School of Children.
Children.
See, the other option would have been School of Fish.
Really?
Yes, but
Because
I
it's
wanted to throw
School
you guys off,
of
so.
Fish, so you chose.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I didn't even think of that one.
School
See,
of Fish.
I have very creative guests. Like they should be running this thing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I think there's one left.
There's
so.
one left. Okay.
Yes.
So this is gonna be like the most important one. This is like, you know, in tests where they're like, every question doesn't matter. Like this is the win or lose, like the pass or fail. This is it.
Risk it all.
Risk it all.
All in.
The Empire State Building has no express elevator at the very top. That's tragic for one thing. You get down really quickly because this elevator has no blank.
Do you have your
got
answer?
I feel like I want to give something very absurd, but I'm
What?
not going to.
No, you gotta follow the prompt.
I know. Like, you guys-
Follow where the voices may lead you.
You get down really quickly because this elevator has no. Okay, I got it.
I'm thinking floor.
Floor.
Yeah, right here.
Wow.
You got this one.
Yeah,
What is it?
I said cable.
Ah,
Okay.
Well, you know, there's like so many movies where like they like go down
That's
the
true.
cables
And the
and stuff.
cables, yeah.
Like, but other than that, I think even though we didn't get any right, I'm gonna say we did good because we made effort. So
Yes.
that's what matters.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you guys for joining me. I loved interviewing like both of you. You guys are so fascinating. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. I love having you here. Be sure to tune in next time. Thank you. Bye.